Hey, good morning, guys, and welcome to the grounds with Giles, Jones, Slagle. And that's all we need today. But we do need you because we love you, the viewers, to come in and check out and hang out with us on Fridays and talk just about everything and anything, but no politics. Because I don't want to talk about that.
Peanut butter to politics, no politics.
I think politics is peanut butter.
And of course,
Creamy.
we want to give some credit where credit is due to our great sponsors who help put this on the air every week. Carsauto.com, C-A-R-S-S auto.com. Listen, if you have a car, it's going to need some fixing, oil changes. You're going to need some shocks, maybe a little engine repair, some new sparkulators, things of that nature. And cars, man, they are awesome because we know you have a busy life and it's hard to set time aside to run the car in and sit in a shop for a couple hours or whatever, be without your car. Here's what they'll do. You can go right online to cars, C-A-R-S-S auto.com, and they'll set up a time. They'll come wherever you're at, your home, your office, whatever. They'll pick up your car. They'll take it to the shop. They'll work on it. And then they're going to return it to you when it's all done. So it doesn't interrupt your day.
So convenient.
Yeah, so convenient.
And they do trucks too, right?
Yeah, they do cars, trucks, you name it.
They do motorcycles?
SUVs, things that I don't know if they do bikes. But anyway, check them out at cars, C-A-R-S-S auto.com. And
Minuteman Press Crystal Lake. That's Minuteman Press, specifically in Crystal Lake. They design, print, and promote you. Anything with your name on it, anything that you can help you promote your business, from t-shirts, pens, stationery, they've got you covered. Then they can find the right product to sell your business for you.
that's it.
And that's a full design studio too, right?
Full design.
Start to finish.
It's
That's a
amazing.
beautiful thing.
Sam and her crew over there do an incredible job.
Yep. You don't even need to know what you want. You just come in and say, hey, I want my logo on something, and she finds it for you.
Leave it
She
to the
knows.
experts over there, right? They'll take care of you. Just give them the general idea of where you're looking to go, and they'll knock you out, guys. So check them out here in Crystal Lake.
Absolutely. And of
Great
course,
place.
Of course, right down there in the lower left-hand part of the screen is our good friend Uncle Pete.
I
Uncle
love you,
Pete,
right?
and you can copy that and put that in your URL. When it's in your URL, yeah, it's over there. When it's in your URL,
Oh, there it is. Look.
yeah, when it's in your URL, you can come and be part of this great show, which is absolutely fantastic.
Says you.
Which is awesome. So let me just.
And good morning, Don. How are you today?
Oh, welcome, Texas. Good morning, sir. Oh, my God.
All right.
He just blew our faces up. That's scary.
Yeah. Listen, today, I was sitting there this week and just thinking about things, the good old days. The world is so screwy right now. People hate people, this, that, the third. Yet if you go to a concert, let's say, everybody's vibing. They don't care what color you are, red or blue. They don't care what side of the aisle you're on, any of that garbage. Everybody's just there vibing, feeling good. And there was a time, remember when, that happened, and it was great. So what I've done is I've put together a little slides to take us back to a time where perhaps, life was a little easier and we enjoyed it a little bit. Let me just put this up here.
All right.
Sunday, Monday, happy days,
Happy
baby.
days. You remember this, and this was a sitcom, right? You couldn't miss this show. You remember, you're like, man, I gotta catch Happy Days. And it was always a feel good, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Remember that? And
5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. You're going to rock around the clock tonight, right?
So, see,
I feel like I need to get up and
this
boogie.
might be a little bit before you.
I've seen every episode of Happy Days.
There you go.
And Joni Loves Chachi, so there you go.
Oh, the spin-off
Yeah.
special.
And of course, Joni loved Chachi, big part in dodgeball. When I was a kid, I wanted just white T-shirts because that's what the fonts were.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, "You're not gonna wear underwear."
So I got one for you.
Yeah.
My buddy shows up to the shack, not to my buddy Lucci, right? With his headlights out, middle of the night, shouldn't be driving home. when they'll had like, I Fonzied it. I was like, I got this. Right? Cracked the knuckles and I went, thing snapped back on. I was like, of course it did. In my head, I'm like, I can't believe that worked. That was amazing. I smacked his headlight. The thing turned back on.
I am the Fonz.
I was like, hey.
Yeah. And Don says, and the Fonz is wearing a black T-shirt. And yeah, he is. But he always wore the white and that cool leather jacket, right? And he was the coolest.
So I got a question. So I get what you're going at, right? Do you think it was, remember when, easier, better times, or we were just a little bit more ignorant as to how the turmoil may be going on in the world back then, right? As kids.
No, I think it was easier, better times.
You think it was easier, better times?
Absolutely. I mean, it wasn't that we were ignorant. We didn't care. You were out riding your bike. I mean, how many times did you act like you were the Fonz on a motorcycle? You know what I mean?
I don't know if I ever did that one. More Evil Knievel. I always thought I was Evil Knievel, not the Fonz.
But let's be honest. This show, Happy Days, is exactly Friends. The sitcom. Look at this. They're hanging out
Talking about life
in a hamburger shop in Milwaukee, right? Good Midwest, you know. But they would go hang out in this booth. I mean, this is literally Seinfeld and Friends.
And even Cheers, really.
Before it was
same premises like Cheers too, right? Friends sitting around a local establishment talking.
No, and I say that because Cheers was all in the bar. They never went outside the bar. You never. Right?
That's true. Very, very few and far between did they actually leave it. Yeah, that was a one location spot for sure.
And Don says, "Did you ever have that hairdy?" My hair was probably more like Chachi's there. I had the bangs because I had terrible so I couldn't really get a good feather in it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Not so much anymore. You're looking good.
Yeah.
The colic's gone away. You
but
outgrew them.
Yeah. I mean, what you know. You got Richie, you got Potsy, right? An eclectic group.
And they all represented different personalities, right? That were able to hold it together and share common life experiences and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And because they had Chachi, it's technically not an all-white cast.
I mean, I really don't watch much TV today, but is there a show today that would be similar?
I don't know.
Because there's so many different things on TV, right? And then Netflix streaming, all this stuff.
Yeah, Don says I had that Farrah Fawcett, nice feathered, got the good feather on the side.
He had the long hair there, huh, Don?
That's good. You know,
where's the beef? Dude, I didn't even see that. Right? Where's the beef? Like that. Dude, that was probably one of the best freaking commercials. That was like the stupidest thing. Yeah, that was like the stupidest thing ever. Somebody's probably sitting in a thing talking and going, "My hamburger sucks. Where's the beef?"
I don't know.
Clara Peller,
yeah. That was a big thing, remember? Because Wendy's had the square burger, so it covered, it came out of the bun, and they were making fun of the other fast food establishments that had round meat. So you could see that burger was in there. Where's the beef? Where's the beef? That old crotchety lady everywhere, and it was great. And look at these ladies. Where's the beef? She dressed like the one on the right there who said it. She's
chambermaid or something.
Yeah.
I was thinking that, but I'm like, I gotta be cautious of what I say here. But
she died in 1987. Don, why do you know that?
He liked her, maybe. He was following her.
Too much fast food. Yeah, right. But it was great, and that was again. You remember? And then you're hanging out with your buddies or whatever. Hey, where's the beef? Or go back to the Budweiser frogs. Budweiser.
Yeah.
There's all these commercials, I think, back in the day that made you feel good, right? It was, it wasn't divisive. It was just like, where's the beef?
It was a true advertising thing. There's nothing behind it other than trying to sell that service or that product, right?
Right.
These days, I think people, you look at it just like you said. It's a little bit different. Like, what's the underlying message, right?
No.
Is it more so than just selling me a hamburger,
That's it.
right?
Yeah.
There's no divisiveness. Hey, where's the beef? I can't see it. I like these guys better.
So the best, I don't know if you can see the picture real good where you guys are sitting.
Yeah.
But literally, the hamburger on the big bun
Right.
company looks like a poop emoji.
I was literally just going to say that. I'm like, who pooped on the bun?
Looks like a little dog turd there.
I couldn't get away with that today.
Yeah.
How could you put poop on a
Right,
commercial on
right.
TV? That's
I don't know.
disgusting.
I don't know if that's it might be a pickle on there. It looks like a poop. Oh yeah, Don tried to back out of it. Says, "Well, I googled it."
Yeah.
He knows her personally.
Of course,
Good personal friend.
absolutely. There you go. There's cheers. Right. And again, this is Thursday nights, man. You were in must see TV on Thursday nights, and you didn't miss Cheers. I remember like watching the Today Show and everything. This was so groundbreaking because it was in a bar, right? And they were like, it's never going to work. You can't just have a sitcom just in a bar. It's not going to go anywhere, whatever. But I mean, look at all the spin-offs that came off of it, Frasier. I mean, you know, and look at the people that are in there. Ernie Pantuso, God rest his soul. George went. Norm, God rest his soul now. This one doesn't have Rebecca, but she did too, I think.
Yeah. This is the after that, I guess.
Yeah. She was the original, and then whatever the blonde came in
Yeah.
later.
What's her name?
Blonde.
Diane.
Yeah.
That's Diane.
Real life.
Diane was first, and then Rebecca came in later.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. She
Shows how much I paid attention.
But what a cool show. I mean, it was great. You didn't miss it. They literally
She
Well,
comes
what I
back
like-
at the end too.
Right. What I like about
They get married.
they
That was the finale of the series, I believe.
the big thing about a lot of these shows that I really loved is it actually was
Morning, Shayna.
almost true life, more of true life problems that people were having and talking about, and just being going, yep, that's just the way it is. We all seem to be that way, and it was a very matter of fact. Nobody really.
Shelley Long.
Shelley
Long,
Long, there
thank
go.
you.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
good. Gave us that again.
That
And
was
then Kirstie Alley.
Kirstie Alley.
yep. No,
Right.
the Shelley Long was gonna bother me. Thank you, Doc.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times, there was at least one character in that everybody can relate to,
Yeah.
right? Into how maybe their life was going, right? And
But
the issues that were going ahead.
But again, the show now maybe it did have political overtones or whatever, but I don't remember like an agenda like are in TV shows now where they're trying to get across a narrative or whatever in every show that's out there now. It was just it was topical. It was
It was
funny.
pure comedy.
Yeah.
It was just for comedy's sake. It wasn't for any other type.
Oh,
You
see,
know.
just remember that. Remember when you could just turn on the TV and get a good laugh or hang out for a half hour with your buddies from
It
TV.
seems to be a little bit more few and far between these days, absolutely. And then if you do have something like that you want to talk about, even if it's something simple, there's somehow, some way, it's always finds its way into controversial conversation.
Yeah.
At least in my experience.
Don is our research department today on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carla was awesome. She was so good. She was that tough mom who had like 95 kids.
And just working.
Yeah.
Never getting ahead.
What it was there? Do you have a normism? You remember it like they'd go Norm, and then he'd say something as he came in. So
About the day.
there's two of them that I absolutely love, and one was, hey, Mr. Peterson, what do you know? It's a dog eat dog world out there, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear.
I don't remember that one, but that's a good one.
and then the other
It's not
one,
wrong.
and then the other one was Vera was trying to call him or whatever, and he's sitting at his corner spot there, and and he's like, women can't live with them. Pass the beer nuts.
Well, that's a hell of a bumper sticker. Maybe even a T-shirt. It's so well.
Yeah. The agenda was just to be funny. It was so awesome.
It was like to let everybody get home and blow off the steam for the day and try to forget about the day, right, and all this stuff.
Don's, hey, Mr. Peterson, or what's going on, Norm? My butt cheeks on this stool. See, but it takes you back to a time, the family would sit around, the whole family would be watching it, whatever. It's like a Johnny Carson show. I could stay up late to watch Johnny. I didn't really understand all the humor at that time of the Tonight Show. But now if you go back and you watch some of those Tonight shows, you're like, holy cow, that's just hilarious. But it was exciting if you could stay up late enough to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like any agendas were being pushed back then when we were younger, right? I mean, did we not see it maybe? But I mean, today you clearly look at a lot of these shows and you can feel the undertones of, that there are agendas, that they're trying to get across, not just trying to sell a show and advertising time.
Right.
Commercial space. It's like, oh, let me tell you how you should live your life because this is the way the rest of the world does it.
Exactly.
And if you're not normal.
Right. Well, and as Shayna says, who saw Woody as a future big timer, right?
Who saw anybody, even Ted Danson,
You know.
right? I mean,
bring back witty banter and sarcasm all day. That's my life. Witty banter and sarcasm. That's what I live by.
I'd agree with that. You got that, Steve? You agree with that statement on
Yeah.
He's the bear poking king.
Hey.
A-team.
The A-team.
I don't-
So this was an incredible. This was like MacGyver before. You know what I mean? But it was so ridiculous.
I was gonna say, I think this one was just so stupid
Right.
that you couldn't help but watch. Like, hey, Mr. Timmy, look at the guy. He's got 10 pounds of gold around his neck.
Oh, all right.
Or more.
My A-team has Bradley Cooper, okay?
That's the new and improved version.
It's
Because you remembered when, and they're like, well, let's see if we can switch it up a little
No,
bit.
the fact that they bothered to remake the A-team made me laugh so hard. Like, why?
So many people enjoyed it. So many people enjoyed the stupidity of it, right?
We're gonna make Jean-Claude Van Damme the bad guy.
What did they
Everyone's
call?
gonna
What
love
was his
it.
name? B.A.
Yeah.
B.A. Badass.
Baracus, yeah. Badass Baracus. B.A. Baracus. Yeah, pity the fool. And he didn't like flying, so they always had to drug him to fly.
Oh.
It was so campy.
That's a hell of a.
I mean,
no,
a little creepy, right? Got a rapey van that they rip around.
They pop out there like, we're government agents, and it's like, you're telling me that guy's a government agent? That's what you're supposed to believe, that this wrestler that just popped out the back of a rape van is gonna here to save the day? I don't think so.
Think
No.
about that one. Back then, you were like the king, dude. That van is awesome. I love it. You know what I mean? It's so.
Is that shag carpeting in there?
Yeah, I got wall to wall shag, and the little half moon light in the side. Today, you drive in that, they look at you and go, absolutely not. You cannot drive that around here. You cannot go anywhere near schools. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What? No.
They'd look at that and go, wait a minute, we're going to just prejudge you right away. Like,
Right.
no,
Yeah.
not a chance. Back then, you're like, dude, nice design. I love it.
Big red stripe.
We thought about things differently, right? Right? You looked at going, wow, nice creation,
Yeah.
right? Good imagination. Now they look at you and go, rapey fan.
Rapey.
Right? Like, and that's sad. That's
Yeah, right.
sad.
Well, no, so what happened was
You
the
can't-
world started one way, and then too many people used those vans to rape other people, and now we are where we are.
Yeah.
That's just that's how we got to it. Just
They started with something cool. and the
short
world-
history of those vans.
They started with something cool, and the world ruined it.
I remember. Now listen, Steve, again, maybe before your time, but I remember back in the day at the malls, they would have like van shows, and they would roll the vans inside the mall, and it would be like, this one's got a waterbed in the back. This one's,
That was back when they started having the mini campers,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
you know.
Go ahead and customize your own van.
Yeah.
Buy it empty and put it
Yeah.
together.
But-
My neighbor did that.
Oh, my God.
the shag van, the brown, doo-doo brown van.
Yeah.
My grandfather had a cross country Astro van.
The Astro
Hey,
van.
It had those rope lights like on the floor, like you're walking through a movie theater.
That's the guy.
Had the original tube TV with the built-in VCR, like right up in the console, and you could just sit back there, watch VHSs all day during a road trip.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. We had one. We called it the ambulance, but it had like a 20-inch flat screen in it. It was a little newer, but when we would go on family vacations, my kids would take the Wii and they'd be bowling and where back in the day you're like, hey, let's do a license plate bingo.
Or I
My
buy.
kids are bowling in the back on a road trip. I'm like, you guys suck. this.
Right? Got to look out the window and I spy something here and there.
Yeah, that's true. Gen X meme. Call us Karen if you want, but if you really knew, it would be Heather. It's so true. So true. Just watched a documentary on the band culture. It's still a thing. Yeah, no, it's coming back. It's literally coming back. People.
Oh yeah, all these Mercedes Sprinters.
20-year-olds and whatnot turning bands into little campers and living in
Yeah, and they're selling them completely done these days. Like the Dodges and the Sprinter, Mercedes Sprinters. You buy those things, $100,000 freaking van that's at home.
Yeah.
It was, I saw
Oh,
somebody.
look at
I saw
that!
somebody the other day. He goes, back in the day, it was he was screaming, if you're not careful, you'll end up living in a van down by the river. And then it's like, but these days, it's like if you're really lucky and work hard, you can afford this van down by the river.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, right? That used to be like a bad thing. Now it's like, dude, I got a van. Whatever I want. It's my house. It's the greatest thing. The perception is the perception has changed so significantly because now you're a god if you're able, in my opinion, right, to do that, right, to disconnect and get into a van. And God, how much would I absolutely love? I don't know about you, but I would love to be able to do that, right? Like just pick up and just go and stop. Like if I had a computer and could work remotely, something like that, just to pick up and go. Yeah. I mean, how cool would that be?
For a while.
Right. Well, yeah, for a while. Yeah, for a while. I mean, after then, you're going to be like, I need home. You do need a home base. I mean, I think that's really important. Some people say you don't. I do.
Yeah, a place with a bathroom and a kitchen, preferably.
Well, right, but just a cozy, comfy place to call home. A van's a van. You keep moving place to place to place. It's interesting. You enjoy it, but it's also the simple comforts of home.
We call them hippies. They don't call it. They call them millennials now.
True, the hippies. Now you're hip.
Pot's legal everywhere, and I just cruise around in my van all over the country.
I'm gonna do that. Sell it.
And then, of course, there was the days where it's like Don would plug quarters, go to the arcade and plug quarters, and then this bad boy comes out.
Yeah.
This bad boy. You're like,
I still want to know how Duck Hunt works. It's black magic.
it is.
Yeah.
That guy doesn't know where it's pointing.
No. How?
Right.
How does it know where I'm pointing at the tube TV? That doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't.
It doesn't, but it worked. You bought
No,
it.
it did.
You bought it.
It did. It worked. Sitting there.
And of course, if you had one of these, you did spend a lot of the old Atari and whatnot. Don says Nintendo for the lazy kids. I had to ride my bike to the arcade to play video games. Yeah, no,
that was a great experience, dude. I love that. As a kid, you go in, you take a pocket full of quarters and sit there for hours and bullshit, and pray to God you found a couple sitting in the change machine.
You never got the extended play until it was your last quarter. Then you're like, somebody give me a quarter! Somebody give me a quarter!
It's counting down.
Yeah.
Continue. 10, 9.
Yeah.
Gotta give me a quarter! God damn it! I'm about to lose all my lives.
Yeah, and then Aladdin's Castle will start ripping you off. You had to get tokens.
Yep. Now you got to recharge your card, your credit card.
Yeah.
But of course, if you had this game, you spent hours blowing on these.
Mm-hmm.
It's like.
Especially you got to clear it out. It's having a couple glitches.
My mom and I used to play. We used to play hours of Wheel of Fortune.
Oh yeah. And then if it glitched, you'd pull it out, blow up.
Always got a piece of hair or something. A little dust.
It didn't make rhyme or reason why you did that, but.
If you had something like that when you were a kid, everyone would be at your house, right? Because it wasn't like everyone had. It's like when Atari first came out, We were lucky enough as children, by the way, thank you, Mom and Dad, to get Atari, right? You thought you were living life large, and you got Space Invader. It was so primitive. By today's standards, it's like, what is that?
Galactus.
Today you've got a human, a human
and
running.
then the initials, you'd be like, who's Ram?
Yeah. Man, the top 5 scores are filled by ass. I don't. Oh man, who's SEX? This guy is major in the rankings right now.
Who's this KJ dude?
Yeah.
I want to kick him off.
Yeah, hours of Wheel of Fortune, Steve.
You would spend so much money. Think about that one too. You'd spend so much money that they're trying to get that top score, right?
Oh.
Like for me, it was Galaga.
Oh,
hours, and then finally I figured it out. What's that?
Yeah, no, right. You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Right.
Galaga.
It's Galaga.
I like Galaga. Galaga. Whatever. I love playing it. I still play it. It's awesome. I bought one of those stupid games years ago.
Oh yeah, and then there was the tabletop versions that came out.
Yep.
You could sit there, so you could sit. You didn't have to stand.
All the pizza joints grabbed.
Oh,
Oh yeah, go. You'd sit there eating your pizza, playing across from somebody in Pac-Man
Yeah.
on the table.
At Pizza Hut, you had your individual pan pizza. It was so good. It
Back when you went out to dinner with your family and you enjoyed yourself, no stress.
always, it's like molten lava, that little pan person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Pac-Man gave Don anxiety. Yeah, absolutely.
Explain that, Don. How did you get anxiety out of Pac-Man?
Oh, because the little guys were chasing you. You had to go back and forth to try to shake them. And, oh man, you get stuck in the corner. It was bad. Oh, there you go.
A little Fresh Prince.
Now,
No, dude, that's the Huxtables. Oh no, that's Fresh Prince.
I think that's the most racist thing that
What do you mean?
Oh, look at Cosby there.
Look at Bill gained a little weight. I knew I'd get you guys on that. We were just talking about that the other day.
Uncle Phil teaching us what it meant to be a real dad
Oh yeah,
every day.
every day. Now,
Or to work super hard.
rumor has it when I was heavier and had a beard, I was the white Uncle Phil.
Yeah. I can see that one.
Absolutely. But well, there's again another one, and it was parents just don't understand. Right after that album with Fresh Prince, and you knew the words to. Let me, you just knew the whole theme song.
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
DJ Jazzy Jeff. Smell you later. Right? And then it was great. So again, this was kind of Blackish before the show Blackish came out.
Yeah.
Highfalutin, well-off African American family, blended because you couldn't live in Philly because it's very dangerous there, fighting and stuff like that.
Do you remember the show Different
Not
Strokes?
in West Philadelphia.
Born and raised, yeah, but remember how good old Different Strokes, the opposite, right? The old, I'm going to take you in.
Yeah.
You take care of you and you raise you up, good old affluent white guy.
Yeah, I never understood what his their parents. I never know how that worked out. How it got to that.
It was an interest. What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah.
I think we get away with it.
Never preachy either. Yeah, it wasn't like again, it wasn't trying to get a narrative across. I mean, they had storylines. You always learned a lesson.
At least you didn't feel like they were trying to pop a narrative across other than be good family, right? I mean,
yeah, it's not the Huxtables. No drugs, drinks. Yeah, times are different.
well, you don't know. maybe not.
Times are a little different. Normalized wealth and color. Yeah, absolutely. It was okay, which is great. There you go. You grab a Tupperware bowl with cereal, and the weekend was off and running. Saturday morning cartoon.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Now, this was before the Cartoon Network came out.
Yeah.
Cartoons were on all the time. But oh my gosh.
Yeah, we had to wake up early Saturday mornings, right?
And the Laugh Olympics, you had those guys. Schoolhouse Rock would be on there. Garfield and Friends. The Turtles are in there. Bugs Bunny.
Smurfs.
Warner Brothers. This isn't the Warner Brothers stuff, but then you would literally spill your Tupperware bowl of sugar milk after you had
Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, Fruity Pebbles. The dog liked it, but then your parents got mad. You should be eating that. The TV.
Saturday morning, Mom, leave me alone. It's my cartoons.
Yeah, Shayna says, I'm glad I didn't know about Bill or the dude in Seventh Heaven then. Whoops. But yeah, that was always it. You couldn't take a good bowl, so you had the Tupperware.
Well, you needed a bigger bowl than a standard bowl because you wanted to fill that sucker up and have to keep going back out for seconds.
Yeah. Or you would do Wheaties or cornflakes, and you had to put like 3 pounds of sugar on it.
Yeah.
So that at the end, after you're done eating the soggy flakes, you could scoop up the sugar and just eat that shit. I mean, it was delicious.
It was like Raisin Bran.
Oh, I love Raisin.
I did too. For whatever reason, I added sugar to
Yeah.
that. That was the one that I always added sugar to. Raisin Bran and Frosty Flake.
So we always used to eat Raisin Bran in my house. Although my mom used to get the knockoff because regular Raisin Bran isn't good for
Too
you.
expensive.
No.
Regular, not too good.
Yeah, way more sugar, not nearly as much fiber as the knockoff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ah, I love that song.
I'd like to buy the world a Coke.
That was they were. So back then, Coke was trying to bring the world together, right? Because there was obviously some stresses that we as kids were seeing. And, hey, be nice to your neighbor. Buy them a Coke. Sit down and talk to them. They're no different than you. Buy our sugar water and go talk for a couple hours, right? There is no cocaine left in it anymore, but hey.
Yeah, we took the cocaine.
We took the cocaine out. You know that started as a health drink, right?
Yes.
Coca-Cola blew me away when I'm like, oh, nice. Here, drink this shit. You'll feel great.
But
Yeah.
let's be honest. Let's be as 100% honest as we can with Coca-Cola. Nothing was ever better than an ice cold Coke in a glass bottle.
Mm-hmm.
It just hit different. I mean, my grandma always had Coke in glass.
The little mini 10-ounce bottles, too.
No, that's a regular one. Yeah.
Back in the day where you actually, well, they're doing it now, but you take your bottles, you put them back in the thing, you
Yeah.
take them back to the place. They
Yeah.
actually give you, Michigan still does it.
Yeah. And
Collect all your cans here in Illinois, folks, take them to Michigan.
5 cents in Iowa, 10 cents in Michigan.
Yeah, 10 cents. I mean, think about it. You
Yeah.
could make a good living.
Oh, yeah.
You
Well,
can make
we
a good
would-
living
yeah,
these
you know,
days.
when I grew up in Iowa, after we watched cartoons on Saturday morning, we lived across from Flora Park in Dubuque,
Yeah.
and that's where all the teenagers would hang out and cruise, right? So they're, by the garbage cans, it was just loaded full of beer cans and pop cans and stuff. So
I
Saturday
know
morning,
that park you're talking about because I went by your childhood
Yeah.
home like a month ago, dude. I'm like, this is where KJ grew up. Like, I can smell his skin on the ground from all his shit.
yeah,
All of his
we-
crazy shit.
And we would go over there with the big black garbage bag, and then we'd take the cans down to the Okie Dokie and buy 5
Okie
cent
dokie. Was that at the OK Corral?
That was like 7-Eleven before 7-Eleven.
Right?
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
It was good, but but you remember this, and this is a commercial you wouldn't turn off.
No, you would actually sing with it.
Sing
You'd
with
get
it.
involved. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like,
Hey, man, can I have a Coke? We don't have any.
yeah.
Got an RC for you. though.
Coca-Cola.
Got an RC. What's that? Royal Crown.
Right? It's Canadian.
Coca-Cola,
Canadian.
notorious for spending enormous amounts of money on advertising.
Oh yeah,
Every Super Bowl,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola commercial.
yeah. Huge, huge.
All those big companies are.
Oh yeah.
I just heard a thing the other day that
Yeah.
frickin' Verizon spends $12 billion.
Oh
the
yeah,
B
Shayna, oh,
advertising.
Shayna, yeah, back in the day. I remember Keep America Clean. And it had the Indian that would cry because
Yeah.
John Redcorn.
Is that who it was? You got a mind, Steve, man. Let me tell you.
It was an answer.
It was Chief Running Bull. It was Chief Running Bull. But yeah, I remember that. That was an impactful commercial, though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? For something as simple as it was. You know, the messages were kind of still the same, but people, I think, listened to them a little bit more back then.
Don just said that down in Dallas Fort Worth area, they just uncovered an old mural on a building. Must be doing some rehabbing or something. That said Dr. Pepper as good for kids.
Nice.
Dr. Pepper is very good.
It is good
Nice.
for kids. It helps solve any of their problems. It's from a doctor, you know.
Yeah. And at one point, it actually did have cocaine.
Yeah, when it first started out.
Hey, folks, if you're just tuning in and you're listening to this, that make a lot of sense. But if you're watching it on YouTube, smash, follow. We're just strolling down memory lane. Remember when times were different, a little easier in life, and we loved life.
That would have been actually a pretty good topic to chat about at Man Camp.
Yeah, we loved life. I mean, right there is my first car. This is a 1970s Beetle, but my first car was a 68 Volkswagen Beetle. And let me tell you how much fun that car was.
You know why that car was so much fun? Because they were simple. It was such a basic, simple car. Anybody could work on them. You never had to worry about them really breaking down.
Nope.
You know,
Ran like
overheating.
shit, but it ran like shit forever.
But it ran. It always started. It always went down the road, you know. Back then, they're probably like, oh my God.
And
Now you got one. People are like, nice.
And if it didn't start, you could
Bump
push
start it.
Yeah, you could push it and dump the clutch.
And you could push it yourself and then jump in the wheel because it's so light.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that with yours?
Oh, yeah.
Get a push start it yourself?
The
You don't need a
The
starter.
street we lived on was pretty flat, but kind of went downhill a little bit. So if I could back it out, if I could push it back out of the driveway, I could push it down the street.
Yeah, your neighborhood was hilly.
Yeah, so that was good. But yeah, the old Beetle. And listen, I kick my, now, right? I kick myself. I was like, I should have launched it. I should have.
Yeah,
Back then, it was just a car.
that's most cars,
Right now, it's like that's nostalgic as hell because that takes you back to seemingly a simpler time in life, which I think a lot of people try to get back to in some respects, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
trying to find that simpler, easier,
Yeah.
your childhood, even though maybe it wasn't as simple and easy as you thought, but it was in your head, right?
Yeah, Don says he just read BW. He read recently BW should come out with an electric Beetle called the Light. I'd buy it.
Yeah.
That'd be the only electric car that I would get right now is the Buzz, the Volkswagen Bus that's electric.
No, I just saw one. It's its own brand. Sam and I were going down the street the other day, and I just saw something, and she's like, "What kind of car is that?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And I Googled it, and I was like, "I guess it's its own electronic truck brand."
Oh, because I was gonna say they've got a few of them, but they also got another one out there called Lucid.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks like a Hyundai, but it's its own company. They've actually put out there. They've got a lot of big ads out there.
Yeah, this was a truck, and I Googled it, and I guess they do electric trucks.
The Rivian.
Yeah, that's the one.
That is a good. Now that is a good-looking electric vehicle.
That's the one.
It's
I would-
right here in Illinois.
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah.
that's a
know that.
good-looking electric vehicle.
Yeah, I
I'm not a
Googled
big
it, and I
fan
was
of
just
them.
like, who makes the Rivian? And it's like Rivian is its own thing. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Learn
that's a
something new every day.
stylish. That's a stylish-looking vehicle.
Expensive.
They all are.
Now, in today's society, right? America's pretty well torn between red and blue. It means something totally different to us back then because it was Pepsi versus Coke.
Yeah.
And remember that? You're like, hey, we got Pepsi products.
It was a Pepsi challenge.
Water. Yeah.
Remember the Pepsi challenge?
Yeah, remember that? Which do you go with? Back in the day, when you were a kid, were you a Pepsi fan or were you a Coke fan?
I've always been a Pepsi fan.
You're a Pepsi guy.
I mean, I like Coke, don't get me wrong, but I like Coke. I like Pepsi over Coke. Like McDonald's has a different Coke. There's a different blend. That's why it's so popular. But I just like a little bit sweeter. And plus, the Coca-Cola, I've never been able to clean my nuts on a car, rusty nuts on a car with Pepsi. On Coke, you put it on, it comes up new.
This is a family show.
No, it's not.
I don't know why you're putting your rusty nuts on a car.
It's been a while since I've taken them out. It's been a while since I took them out of my wife's purse, okay? They get a little rusty and moist in there. Come on.
Yeah, Don, the cola wars.
The Cola
Yeah.
Wars.
It was just like the French fry wars.
Yeah.
French fry, McDonald's versus Burger King. Who has the better fries? Who makes it better?
Hands down,
McDonald's. That's right.
That's what they say.
Michael Jordan set himself, or Michael Jackson, on fire during that time. Yeah, it was there.
He liked Coke so much, it was.
You were what? You were a Pepsi, Coke guy? Or what?
I've never had either in my life. I've never had a can of Coke or a can of Pepsi in my life.
What?
Yeah,
Are you
I
serious?
don't drink anything that's carbonated. Never have.
Wow.
I've never had
Wait,
it.
what's your drink
Water.
of choice?
I drink water. I'm a big water guy.
But when you drink alcohol, what do you mix? Do you mix?
Beer.
Yeah,
Beer
I,
is carbonated, you liar.
I
You
do.
liar. Beer is carbonated.
I do Guinness.
Oh, that is. See, I was going for
I
that
do.
one.
I do Guinness because it's dark and it's not as carbonated.
Buddy,
That's carbonated yeast
buddy,
pea.
we will bring up man camp. There was not Guinness there.
Oh no, I will if I have to. I didn't ask you to buy Liquid Death. You bought Liquid Death. I would never have picked out Liquid Death on my own because it's carbonated. But I'm not also gonna sit there.
That was not carbonated.
I will what?
There was some that was not carbonated.
What?
Liquid.
I thought it was all carbonated water.
No.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I drink it anyway, and I will drink a mixer with alcohol if that's what I have.
Yeah, like if you're doing a Jack and Coke.
Right. No, I was at this party one time. Music is so loud. I've got 350 people that don't speak a word of English, and I'm the only white guy in the room, right? All these short Mexicans trying to hand me tequila, and I'm like, I don't want to drink straight tequila. This guy hands me a can of Coke and a bottle of tequila, and it's really loud, and I'm like, I don't drink carbonations. He doesn't speak English and can't hear me, and he's just like shoving it in my face, and I'm like, all right.
Here, have you like?
And, yeah, and I can do it. I just don't prefer to.
Yeah,
It's smart.
Yeah.
It's smart.
yeah. So,
Not really many redeeming qualities in it now that
So-
cocaine's gone.
my dad's parents were Coke people. right? That's where the ice cold bottle Cokes were. My mom's parents and my household was a Pepsi household. And again, I wasn't a big soda drinker. I never have been. But yeah, that our household growing up was a Pepsi household for some reason.
You're going against the norm. I love it.
Yeah, I don't
The
know.
norm was Coca-Cola.
But isn't that crazy?
Whoever makes Hawaiian Punch. I drank Hawaiian
I
Punch.
think that's Hawaiian Punch.
You got probably about the same amount of sugar in Hawaiian Punch as you do in a Coke or a Pepsi.
Yeah, well, and let's be honest. I mean, back in the day, you drank sugar water. It was Kool-Aid, man. And you
Love it.
nothing
Kool-Aid.
Nothing better as a kid than coming in from playing outside and drinking a glass full of sugar water.
With one whole cup of sugar for one, whatever, probably quart.
And then you'd run outside.
And you wonder why you're all jazzed up.
And your upper lip was stained, whatever color you were drinking.
Take it 3 hours to run that sugar high up.
I never liked it. What is Freud's connection to advertising is chilling. When did they start to employ the tribal wars? Seems like a precursor of sorts. Yeah, that's what I say. Americans split red and blue right now, but it's not Pepsi and Coke, right? So yeah, I think
Maybe that's what it was back then.
it
If you
was
drank
the
Pepsi, you were blue.
Yeah, it was the preamble. I don't want to grow up.
Jeffrey the
I'm
Giraffe.
a Toys R Us kid.
I still want to sing that song every
Sing
day,
it.
dude. That's
I
a
don't
great
even know where
song.
there is a Toys R Us.
No, they're gone.
I think they're gone, aren't they? Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're done. And weird, Jeffrey the Giraffe. I don't know how that meant toys and fun, but
Just
there.
something kids to stare at and think are cute.
Man, but you could go in there and get lost in Toys R Us for hours, just looking at the toys and dreaming and going, "Oh man!"
What a great theme song! Like you said, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah.
You know, that was the truth.
Oh, Dr. Pepper and 7-Up is a Hawaiian Punch. Snapple as well, right in there. So yeah, that's good. Toys are gone. With Fury Culture, furry culture. Yeah, that's so true.
With fairy.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, you could dress up today and be completely accepted that way.
That's a whole thing going on. Oh man,
Ooh.
movies came out. McDonald's Happy Meals.
Does it really make you happy?
Oh, it did. Look at it, the smile on the box, and it was tagged as healthy.
Yeah.
Because you got the milk.
Yeah, you got all your food groups.
And then the processed chicken.
Hey, you got all the food groups in that,
None of-
dude. It was healthy.
None
The
of
FDA
that
back
food-
then thought it was perfect. Look at this. You get a little bit of everything.
None of the food.
You're
in
going to
here-
grow up super strong and have solid white teeth.
None of the food in here spoils. There you go.
Oh, damn.
1970s muscle cars. Right?
That's
You,
when cars had style.
Mach 1 right there. Oh,
I think it's Amsterdam.
Grabber
They,
Blue.
when they outlawed McDonald's over 20 years ago, they kept the last burger
yeah.
that was served at that McDonald's,
You can
and
still eat it.
it's still there.
You can
It's
still
not
eat
it has not molded. It's
Yeah.
just dried out, and it's still sitting there, and they got it under a
It
glass
never
case.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
fake-
as
fake meat.
kind of it's kind of evidence of why they outlawed McDonald's.
That's where the old lady should come back and be like, where's the beef,
Yeah.
McDonald's? Beef only lasts 2 days in my house, but yours lasts 30 years?
Don had a 67 Mustang.
Ooh, sexy, sexy, sexy.
But yeah, that's when, man, look at it. That's when you got the Craigers, you got the bigger
The hood
The
scoop.
Magnum 500 rims on there, man.
That hood scoop was always so nice.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
What's up, cappuccino?
And then you threw the
How
glass.
we doing?
You threw the glass back.
Yeah. Just in time.
Yeah, just in time, buddy.
Oh, man.
Or the cherry bombs.
But if you couldn't if you couldn't afford a hot rod like that, you tried to make your car. But still,
You cut the exhaust off, flip the air cleaner cover
Yeah.
over so it sounded
You know, you
like-
spray paint some cardboard. You got fin on the back. It.
like that. That's right.
A couple of Yosemite Sam mud flaps.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
nice big
That's
pair
a good
of.
one. Oh, there you go. I watched that show like crazy.
Yeah, this is what we all thought war was really like.
Right? It definitely gave us a wrong depiction of what it was, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit
It's
more.
not?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more of what goes on back in camp, but yeah.
Of course, this was depicted of the Korean War, but again, here's a show you never missed.
Right.
The whole family watched.
Right.
The whole, you know, and Hawkeye Pierce is just a stitch.
Mm. Him and his buddy.
Yeah. And of course, that's when if you you know, dress like a woman, you,
Klinger?
yeah,
You can get out of the military. Now they're like, no, we accept you, thank you.
Not
Come on in.
Not anymore.
No.
anymore.
No,
You
don't
can't even be fat.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's why I never got in the military.
But
Thank
what,
God.
you know, what a
For
great
those
show.
extra cookies.
Radar O'Reilly. He's not in this picture, but there's Father Mulcahy. But Radar was, you know, he ran everything. You know, he was.
It's a crime that he's not in the photo there.
Right. Right.
That's why it's wild because Radar was the
It was a
guy.
big part of the show.
He was the guy.
He was the quintessential one to shut it up.
He was a
and
great
start it
knee.
up.
He had the great knee.
Great knee high. He did have a great knee.
From Ottumwa, Iowa.
From Ottumwa, Iowa. That's right. That's right.
Not too far. I've been there.
But again, it was a terrible when that, you know, we remember that last episode, and it was everybody.
We all
I mean,
flew
I think
out.
the whole world watched it. Right? It was like, oh my gosh, it's terrible. So sad. But here's the other thing.
I think that song's embedded in my head.
Yeah, but have you listened to that? That song is dark. It's about suicide,
Mm-hmm.
and but they took the
Suicide is painless or something. I think it's
yeah, it's painless. Yeah.
I never knew
And
that.
it-
one.
I think writers assume the audience won't get the banter. It's all so formulaic now. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Could not have Maxwell today on the show.
Mm.
Yeah, but what a great show, and it was brilliant.
Are they all still alive?
I don't think Colonel Potter is.
Oh, I would have to.
Some
And,
are.
and Hot Lips died a couple years ago, I think.
Hot Lips Houlihan.
Yeah, and I don't know about Father Mulcahy, but yeah.
I feel like I'm a little kid again with all this shit.
Yeah.
My
Friday
favorite
night.
pastime.
Friday nights.
The roller rink.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Next skate. Couples only.
Couples only.
Ladies' choice.
And I could never skate backwards. So, like my girlfriend Michelle Wick, she always had to skate backwards.
Is that John's little sister?
Yeah. She was, and I was
She was
the type-
badass.
yeah.
John Wick.
So she could skate backwards. I couldn't. So it was
You're a basketball player. You're
I'll try
not good
not.
at backwards.
like, okay.
You're a little bit younger than us. Was that roller rink the go-to for you?
They still have one in
Roller
Crystal Lake.
rinks
It's
has always
extremely
been-
popular.
Yeah.
I just went to a 35th birthday party for somebody. They held it at the roller rink.
Right over here.
Yeah. Yep. Extreme Wheels. That's the one. Now they don't carry my size of skate, so I squeezed my feet into a size 14 and I skated around.
I squeezed into a size 14. Jesus.
I did.
Size 14, I could put both feet in like I'm snowboarding.
Oh yeah. No.
You know what I mean?
No, you can't.
Yeah, I could.
I've seen your feet.
Not with those.
Not those meatloaf.
They're muscular. They're not long.
Muscular.
They're
Hey,
both-
whatever you gotta tell yourself.
They don't have a women's size 7 triple wide. I don't know.
I would say like a bread pan would be your best.
No, hey, in the 80s we didn't have the bell bottoms. Aging yourself now, but oh my gosh, that was the big thing, man. Hey, okay, I tell you what, Scott's parents can take us too, but we're gonna need to be picked up at 10.
Mm.
Yeah, you know.
Not today for the second session.
Can you come pick us up at the? Yeah, I'll be there. At
How about-
45? So
How about this one? You have a collect call from. I'll be ready at 5.
That was the best one.
Do you remember that commercial for Dial Down the Middle? COLLACT or ATT? It was picks up the phone. Don had a baby. It's a boy. And then he's like, "Will you accept a collect call from Don had a baby? It's a boy. Don had a baby. It's a boy.
I did.
Just dial down the middle."
We were big, right? We were big with that.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Well, you didn't want to lose and spend any money to get picked up.
I just didn't want to get beat by my parents.
If they didn't figure out the code word, they didn't get you. Hey, I called.
Yeah.
I
And she'd
called
be like, "Why?"
right-
My mom would always be like, "Why didn't you use the money I gave you?" I'm like, "That lasted 5 minutes."
I
Right.
spent it on video games, Mom.
It's candy bars, dude. I don't know.
Playing
I was
bars,
playing
video
Pac-Man.
games, something.
Yeah. Shayna. where 12-year-olds went to smoke. The roller rings so true.
Totally true.
Shayna, wow, she hit it right.
Oh my god, that is amazing. But oh my god, hours just going in circles.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like life, right? You're just going round and round in circles,
No,
right?
There were a lot of relationships made
And lost.
and lost.
Oh, yeah.
And drama.
I found a lot of girlfriends and lost a lot of girlfriends.
Oh hey, Jamie likes you. Oh.
Right.
She'd go ask her to skate.
Yeah. Right.
Afraid.
And within 5 seconds, it's like she doesn't like you.
Ooh, the old IROC Z.
The old IROC.
Dad, if you're watching, he's been having problems with the computer. If you're watching, there you
If
go.
you're
buddy.
Australian, you had one of those.
You're Australian.
But you remember when this body style came out? It switched in the 80s.
83,
And-
82.
And you're like, oh my god, that's the ugliest thing. Why would they ever do
Mhm.
that to the Camaro?
Or in 86 when they put that stupid little Cyclops light up.
Now
It's like,
this-
oh, you just ruined the car.
Anytime in the late 80s for any vehicle.
well,
Thank you.
That was-
Thank you.
Yeah, we could sit here all day naming the different
I
brands, but
think aerodynamic is square, like a toaster.
right.
you know what? You know what we should do? We should take all these sexy curves and square them off, make them boxy.
Just make it real
Yeah.
boxy.
Oxy is sexy, man.
But now that car, you know, that IROC.
For certain things.
That
Yeah,
IROC.
but not. I'm not a big fan of the IROC.
No, never were. Oh, it's got the teeth. This one's got the
It's
teeth.
too Joey Bag.
My pops got Pops got the first one actually off the assembly line. Most of them were tuned port injection.
Yeah.
It was carbureted.
Ooh.
5-speed carb had nothing but problems with it
Oh,
because it vapor lock.
oh.
So they fixed it. They put a fan in it. But talk about a fun, cool car. And Dad, once again, I owe you a lot for those tires. He knows.
The
Oh,
Woody Wagon.
country classic
So
wagon.
This is the Oldsmobile Cutlass Cruiser.
Oh, yeah.
And now look, my family had this. It was blue, it had the wood paneling, it had the spoke rims.
Same car?
This is basically the car that my family had for years and years and years. And of course, in the back,
Beats
in
that
the
look
back,
backwards.
there was the seats that sat backwards.
The old family truckster.
So, and again, now this is back in the 70s, 80s. There's no seatbelt laws, anything of that nature. So you're just flying around in this thing, and
Literally.
my brother Keith and I, of course, two youngest, would have to sit back facing backwards.
You didn't need seatbelts because Mom's arm was
Right.
strong enough to hold you in
That's
place.
it. That's it. But you talk about time. There was a time we went down to Florida, and of course we're driving, and so they pull over and they put the back seats down, and all four of us boys are sleeping, laid down in this thing, sleeping with our sleeping bags or whatever,
Yep.
while Dad's cruising.
Yeah.
And trying to stay awake.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, that era and like the Le Mans era, those bench seats were where it was at.
Yeah.
I love
You
the
get
bench
your
seats.
honey, right next to you.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
your arm around her.
Oh yeah.
And that was true power steering.
Oh, that was the one finger.
The one finger or the spinner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, old spinner now.
Right.
Make that turn.
And the best was this.
The land yacht.
The best was the radio because you had to push the buttons and it'd go.
Oh, yeah.
And you could never find the station.
No.
Your mom would be.
Those
doing
presets suck.
whatever.
Yeah.
Or you put the beaded roller thing on your chair, right, for a little extra little massage if you're
Your
driving.
rim stolen in St. Louis. That's right, Clark. Roll them up. Roll them up. But that one, I had to put that in there because that was before minivans, all that.
Yeah. No, that was the way to go.
That
I
was
had
the
that
minivan.
bottom left. I had that.
I had the right.
Yeah, so great sound that we would never have thought would come from a phone. I mean,
Right.
I had the down on the left is the Sanyo boombox, and I had that. Now, if you were cool, you had a bigger one with a dual cassette tape.
Oh, yeah.
of course.
To record.
Yeah, auto reverse. Yes, you could dub those tapes. But that stereo system on the right was, you had to. That was a part of your living room furniture.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that was
you had to
exquisite.
get the right look. You had to get the speakers in the right place. Of course, there wasn't any Bluetooth speakers, so you had speaker wire stretched, forever along the floorboards. And it was like, don't go near that.
Yeah. And
Don't touch
and
my
the
records.
bigger it was, the better it was.
The better it was.
Yeah, it was more like furniture.
I just love looking at that. The first thing I see when I look at that is that equalizer.
You
Remember all the hours you'd spend on an equalizer just
Get that sound.
All those
just right.
minute little things, right?
So my grandfather in his living room setup, he had the big wooden cabinet for the sound system, and it was right next to the box tube TV that came with the whole wooden frame around the television.
Yep.
And then I remember at some point, the living room stayed the same, but we ended up using that old TV as the stand for like a flat screen that we got him. But the setup never changed. He just kept all the old technology around it.
Don says, I think the one on the right is from my apartment in 1982. Hey, and that was cool because look at that. That had the equalizer.
That's probably a Techniques.
And let you had it had the magnet punch doors, glass doors that would lock.
Yeah.
But
I hated those doors because they always got dirty. People would be shoving their fingers into them.
Because it protected what was behind it.
Yeah.
You know, in that boom box, I remember having something a little bit bigger than that, but it would be, 1986, putting the cardboard down on the south side of Chicago, putting that radio down.
First time I saw that was at the corner up at State Street, downtown Chicago, man. Guys were beating on the drums with it as they were doing on their 5-gallon pails.
What's that have to do with the radio?
Same guys that were jumping down on the cardboard were doing it, and then they had the guys right next to them with their 5-gallon
Oh,
pails.
I see.
They were fighting for
For a
the
second
crowd
here, I
tips.
didn't get
it was
Please don't kiss.
Oh, you only knew where I was going with that one.
Absolutely, Shane. Like $80 in D batteries.
And an extra 30 pounds of carrying.
And it lasts you 2 hours.
Might as well have been a small car bag.
Yeah, Drew had a boombox. Shocking.
Good morning, Don.
Did you carry it around on your shoulder? That's the only question.
You ever seen Kicking It Old School? Because that was Drew.
That's all you need. Popcorn.
Popcorn.
How about this? You couldn't wait for the yearbook. You would spend hours in the summer going through the pictures, and then you'd have to have everybody, hey, have a killer summer. Stay cool. See you next
Can
year.
you sign my book?
And now, going into like the 50th and 40th year reunion. It's like, I hope I stayed cool all
Dude,
Might still cool, honey.
I just went to my 40th reunion last week, dude. I still have my craziest. I found my high school ID.
Wow.
I got this little pimp, like barely mustache, Got the whole mullet going on. I'm like, I never had a van. I had a Caprice Classic.
Shag carpet inside.
Dude, I laughed my ass off when I saw that.
But yeah, I mean, so and then you would earmark the pages that you were on, so you could show people, hey, look, it's here. But that was the biggest thing. Like, hey, is the yearbook in? Is the yearbook in? And you couldn't wait to get the yearbook.
Do they even print yearbooks anymore?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. What is? Let's see. Don says, I think of Spock when I see the boombox.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
But that's, you got to be, that old.
Can't even read that.
Are you creepily scanning the photos?
Right. Mine were prophetic. Stay cool. Check. Yeah, I know. It was
I had the only one I can even remember. I had some guy write "Don't drop the soap" in really big letters on the inside cover.
He must have liked
And I got home and I was like, "What the?" It's like it's huge letters.
That was
Don't drop the soap. Hey, those are words to wisdom to live by.
Principal.
that was the gym teacher who wore them coat shorts.
The little white edging.
My gosh. Oh, and then in the late
minivan.
80s, when this came out, to your boxy point. Hey, no more. We got to get rid. Nobody wants a station wagon.
That was Ayakoka's favorite deal right there, man. We're going to give the world something big, boxy, ugly, and runs like shit. They bought the hell out of it.
Don is going into Star Trek.
What does it say?
The Vulcan grip on a guy playing his boombox on a bus.
Oh,
I thought the Vulcan grip was this, isn't it? Oh, like, that's Nanu.
I don't know. But and now look at how far the minivan has progressed.
No. Now it's just an SUV.
Right. Yeah. Hey, we timed that out as perfectly as we can. You know, thanks for remembering the good old days. Remind us where we came from. These memories bring joy, laughter, connection, and it helps us to just say, you know, the world ain't all that bad. Look where we come from. What I'm thinking is how all these people, you know, today's 20-year-olds or you know how are they going to be like, oh yeah, oh god, this is remember when we all hated each other.
Do you remember when there were podcasts?
Right. You know, so yeah, the Astro Van was another Chevy Astro Van. You could dial that up to look like the 18 Van.
You can, a little bit.
But listen, we have got just great stuff going on here at 216 Creator Studios. You know, later today around 3 o'clock, the Two Gregarious Guys isn't on, but Little Black Rain Cloud's going to be live at 3. Don't miss that one. That is a great show. We're hoping by tallying top, you know,
Trigger warning.
Yeah, trigger warning, big time. And then don't forget about Let's Talk Local around the piano. We got a bunch of stuff just happening. Roger That Chronicles. Going to be we got some new hosts on there. It's a really good show. It changed around a little bit. The format is really cool and good sponsorship with
Veterans Path Hope.
Yeah, Veterans Path to Hope, which is fantastic. So another shout out to our sponsors here on the grounds, carsauto.com, CARSS auto.com for all your car needs. And of course, Steve.
Minuteman Press Crystal Lake.
Yes.
We designed print and promote you.
I thought he was having a brain fart there for a second.
Which is great. So listen, everybody, like, share, subscribe, all this good stuff. Thanks for walking down memory lane with us a little bit today, because that's if you can look in your rear view for a moment, feel good about where you've come from, life's a little bit easier. Scott, you want to take us out?
Absolutely. And I do want to thank the sponsors for sure, guys. Go shop local. Use these local places out there. It's important. It's what makes our world run. And I do appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in every week and listening to some of the nonsense that we love to call life, because life is fun if we make it fun. So go out there, be the change you want to see in the world, love each other, work hard, be nice to people. And thanks again for tuning in, guys. We appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you next week.